There we go. All right. And what we're doing, we're going to drop the link right, R-A-T, right now. For anybody who wants to come in. And the link is being shown in YouTube. Also, for those of you who want your name shown here on YouTube so that I can see it because I'm going through YouTube primarily, please go to the StreamYard.com site, drop your name, tell them who you are so that I can see your name and your name will pop up. All right. Let me see. Winston, do you see it? You should see it in YouTube. All right. All right. Winston says he's on YouTube now. All right. And I'm getting all these notifications that people are seeing me. All right. And as soon as Winston is ready, I'll bring him on in. Before we get started talking. And ladies and gentlemen, please, as I have said before, please bear with me because I came up during the time when NFL, when the radio was invented, and had no idea that things were going to get this good. Where me and my partner that you see right beside me, we're going to be able to be on television. I never had any aspirations of being on television and didn't think I had the face for it. So, I've been avoiding it for the longest. And Winston, that's really the secret. That's really the secret. That's the reason why I didn't really want to do this, because I didn't think I had a face for television. So for those of you who are willing to sit through it, I'm on TV, Mom.
I made it, Mama. Look at me now.
Yep. Mom, we're on television. What's going on, Winston? How you be, boss?
It's another day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Cold as hell, but it's nice out.
Yeah, I see you got on a little bit different attire than you've had on in the past couple of weeks. I would almost swear, I'm not sure, but I would almost swear you was cold.
Hey, look. What's your famous saying? If I tell you that a duck can pull a truck, hook the duck up, shut the fuck up, and let it. I'm trying to tell you, it's chilly out here, man. It's cold enough
Hey,
to
man.
make your nipples pronounced.
Yeah. Hey, man, like the old folks said, it's colder than a witch's tit around through here. But hey, and it seemed like a wind blew through Flowery Branch here earlier today and yesterday, and we were discussing that and giving our angles and our takes on this, and it seems like something is busted loose. Something's busted loose. And for those of you who have been hiding under a rock, or the rock is falling on you, and you can't hear, can't see, can't tell anything, we have a new pitcher in the ball game, and it's going to be Taylor Heinicke. Now, the issue is, how long does he stay?
Yeah, well, with the news, like it's something that the whole fan base wanted. ever since we seen them come in the against Tennessee for the second half, and we saw what our offense could look like, the whole fan base wanted that move to make. I've seen countless people that was gun ho all behind Desmond Ritter, and they coming out, they sitting there making videos and shows and things, talking about, hey, you know what I'm saying, seen enough. Let's go ahead with Heineke, this and the third. But I think Heineke got 2 games. I think Heineke got 2 games to absolve himself before the bye week. And to be honest, that's just marginal thinking. But now that they made a move to pull Ritter, it's very likely Heineke got the rest of the season. I think that the coach talk that Arthur Smith had when he made the announcement saying that Heineke has a shorter leash or a few games. That's talking to the bye week. But like now that you can pull Desmond Ritter and you're actually legitimately starting another quarterback in the game, you can't go back to Ritter. Like the only way you can go back to Ritter is if Heineke get hurt.
Yeah. And when we talked earlier this week, I think it was Monday, that was my question. That was my question, and that's the angle that I was thinking of, because once you put in a new pitcher, once you get in a new pitcher, and I use the baseball analogy, because, hey, the pitcher's the one throwing the ball, I just said that.
That's the one that
Especially
controls the game.
Yeah, and especially the way that this season has been pumped up and touted up as being a playoff run. I don't see logically how you can put Ritter back in. I see no way that you can put Ritter back in at this stage unless, no. I'm going to say this, and thoughts are running through my head. I was going to say in case Heineke fell on his face, but not even then. You would have to go straight to Woodside. You would have to go straight to Woodside from this spot here. If something, say for instance, Heineke, Winston, I'm going to say this. If Heineke got hurt, even though they have listed Ritter as the second backup quarterback, I've got to study and see how this third quarterback rule works, because, or maybe you can tell me about it. Now, okay, say for instance, Heineke gets hurt. Does Arthur Smith have an option? Does Arthur Smith have an option to put Woodside in before he puts Ritter back in?
No. So, all right, with the emergency quarterback, you have QB1, QB2, QB3. The only way QB3, if activated, can get on the field is if QB1 and QB2 end up getting hurt. So, for us to leapfrog Ritter to get Woodside in, we would have to denominate Ritter as injured before the game, and then Woodside would slide to QB2. But if Woodside is activated for the game and Ritter is activated for the game with a full bill of health, if Heineke goes down, it goes to QB2, which is Ritter.
Okay. So now there's one way that I think I do know that you can leapfrog him, and that would be to send Ritter to the practice squad. If you could, am I right or wrong?
I mean, yeah. Like most definitely. Like we can send Ritter to the practice squad. The biggest thing about that is if you don't put in a year and a half sitting trying to develop a quarterback, if you send him to the practice squad, he can get poached by another team. But it can't be a lateral move. Like a team can't pick him up from the practice squad to put on their practice squad. They can pick him up and put him on their active roster. So
Mm.
say like Philly got like two on quarterback. They could drop a person off their active roster, go get Ritter off the practice squad, and put him on their active roster, and he becomes their emergency number 3 quarterback. But you can't make a lateral move from practice squad to practice squad. Like if I pull you from a practice squad, you got to come on the actual 53-man roster.
Weston, I'm about to ask a cold question, and since you're out there in the cold, you can answer it. Who want him?
Hey.
I mean, it's a question that got to be asked.
It's a very valid question. See, like
I hated I had to do that. I really hated I had to do that.
Yeah, man, you have to do it. You have to do it. But I put it to you like this. It's not that I don't think Ritter can progress to be a quality player. Like I don't see him as a franchise quarterback anywhere he go. It doesn't matter if he stay here or he leave in a year and a half. But like a quality backup or a stopgap starter, he has that for him. That's literally his ceiling. Quality high level backup, stopgap starter, a bridge quarterback. You can get a couple of wins with him. You're gonna lose a couple games with him. But you're not sitting there banking on if you got playoff aspiration, you're not banking on him to carry you over the hump. That's it. But the biggest thing with him is he needs time. He needs time. Like he's too young. He's too young to actually understand how the NFL works. Not the game of football, but just how the NFL itself works. And he need more time to sit there and develop that. And once he gets to that point, then he'll be all right. But that's not conducive to what we're trying to do this season. We got a team real ready to go now. Right now. Not now, but right now. And he's holding it up. He's sitting there patting his foot the same way he patted the ball in the pocket. And that's not gonna work for it. So and about another year, halfway through his third season, give or take, he'd be good to go.
Yeah, that's the real rub about the whole situation. He's run out of time, and with the pieces, those good first round draft pieces that we got on offense, it's a situation where he's being outclassed by the talent around him. Unfortunately, because you got first round tight end, you got a first round wide receiver, you got a first round running back. These three are weapons, along with the addition of the other players on offense that needed a more seasoned hand as far as a starting quarterback was concerned. Now, Arthur Smith would try to convince us that you had that in Desmond Ritter, that he was ready to go. And that also is another situation that has to be dealt with as far as the expertise of the head coach, as well as the coaches around him. Looks like the talent, especially as far as the quarterback is concerned, I mean, like you said, just holding everything back. And you know, well, you know exactly how I've been feeling about this year. I thought it was a continuation of a rebuilding year because of the fact that, you know, you're sticking your quarterback out there with virtually no quarterback training, nobody there to teach him what it is that he needs to know. And, you know, instead of these $1.95 players that we've been having over the past couple of years, we actually spent some money on both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
The defense all at once, but the offense, you know, year by year. You know, you got your people, you got your potential stars. And then you didn't invest anything in trying to get the quarterback up to speed to where he needed to be to take advantage of the potential and the talent that you have on the field. You know, which really, man, which really makes me sick. And you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, for those of you who know me, you know I can't bite my tongue. You know I can't stop what I'm about to say. Arthur Smith, this is on you. This is dead on you. It's dead on you. Because I'm going to continue to bring it up here and every other medium that I can get access to, that you didn't do right by your project quarterback. You didn't do right by your team. You didn't do right by your fan base by us even having to be in this situation at this point. You didn't. Go ahead, Winston.
Well, like, to me, like, I feel like we sat there and wish upon a star. Like the idea of Ritter panning out and being able to do what we need him to do is great. Great idea. The probability of it is very, very slim, very, very low. And now that we're seeing it, we're legitimately sitting there seeing it. When you draft a quarterback in the third round, like I said earlier, let's go back to that draft. That draft, Desmond Ritter was the second quarterback off the board. Legitimate. He was the second quarterback off the on board. What's going on Steve
Oh, I
in
see.
the
Oh,
comments?
Steve's in. What's
What's
going on,
bro?
Steve? Hey, we finally got this car crump.
We've been trying to get this Oldsmobile going. I think she done fired up. But
yeah, we'll see how long it run. We gonna try to stay off the freeway though. But I don't trust it.
We got some spray for the carburetor. We're gonna get it going. We're good to go. But like I said a while ago, like Ritter was the second quarterback to come off the board, but he came off the board in the third round. That says a lot to how teams viewed you. You are a project quarterback. Like, when was the last time you seen a draft that only one quarterback comes off the board in the first round? Then we go to the second round and nobody drafts a quarterback. Then we go to the third round and the Falcons did the most Falconist thing possible. They draft Desmond Ritter. And then we get this notion that, hey, we got the third round quarterback that we could have gotten in the first round or the second round, and we're the smarter than everybody else, and we're going to give him the keys to the car. We're going to build up this Goliath, and we're going to let him drive it. How that make sense? How that make sense? Honestly.
We gonna.
Hey, Keely said it.
Hey,
Keely said it right. He said worst QB drafting year. Most definitely. Most definitely. The only QB that actually doing anything, well, Kenny Pickett, he's looking at you got Brock Purdy, but then look at all the weapons that he got around.
And the coaching. Winston. Don't never forget about the coaching.
Yeah, like San Francisco had a ready-made scheme. I could drop whoever I want to drop in there. If you can throw the ball at least 15 to 20 yards, you're good to go. You can show out. I mean, it's not hard. That's not rocket science. And Arthur Smith believes that he has a scheme similar to that, which in all actuality, he do. He just didn't have the talent at quarterback. Like if you are able to actually play a medium of quarterback, you're gonna shine. You're gonna have success in this offense. You literally just saw that Sunday with Taylor Heineke, who been sitting on the bench for the past 2 months, ain't played, ain't nothing. Probably sitting there doing warm up, catching the ball to pass the Ritter for Ritter to throw the ball to warm his arm up. And then ain't nothing. But he dropped in the second half. We outgained in yardage. We outscored them what we normally do. The offense clicked. Then you extrapolate that over a full quarter. The offense will average 40 points. The offense will average 40 points. 40 points and roughly almost 500 yards of offense. If you extrapolate that over 4 quarters. Now, I'm not sitting there saying that that's going to happen every game, but it's encouraging to see that we are able to do that in a half.
Mm-hmm. But see, this is the thing. Now, you brought out something that I thought about right when you were saying it, and you know, little bits and pieces of thoughts were coming out that what this was, when you get a Ritter and draft him the way that you draft him, this was an ego move, because what you were really trying to do was show everybody else that you were the smartest guy in the room, that you could take somebody from nothing and create make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. That's what the old saying used to be. That you are so smart and so experienced that I can work wonders with this 3rd round pick. You know, just like you said, I can work wonders with this 3rd round pick and make him into a star. You know, and here you're gambling my franchise's future on your ego. Now that's the impression I'm getting, and and stuff like that. You better be double dog damn sure that you can pull this off, or otherwise you set the franchise back so far that, say for instance, he had let Ritter stay in there and Ritter just messed up the season. We'll just say that the season just got messed up and tore up. Where would we be?
The season will bother.
Where would we be? Because see, right now, yeah. See, right now, all right, you already got egg on your face because of the fact that you didn't take a quarterback when you first got here. Now, this is what this is just shown again. You know, you got egg on your face right now because of the fact that you didn't take a quarterback when it was time for you to take a quarterback. Now, right now, this is the biggest PR move that you could doggone come up with. We got to it's just like driving a truck without mashing the clutch. I hear gears scratching. I hear clutch burnt. I smell clutch burning and everything because you're trying to recircuit and redo and rewrite and reverse and everything else to get that truck back on the road, because your fan base and I told you, and I've said this many times in this group, whether people are Maddenites and play Madden, whether they watch football or whether they have played football, these fans in this city are not dumb. Now, you got some dumb ones. You got some folk that just very happy to be here. But You got some people that's what, man, you ain't gonna look, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the doggone time.
All the time. Nah, sir.
I just I don't understand it. I really don't understand that, because you thought you were just gonna blow this by everybody. And see, I could be completely wrong, but guess what? Time will tell. Time will definitely tell how this thing is going to work out. I tell you,
I feel the experiment that ran his last leg. To be honest, it ran his last leg. You sat there and you sold us a beachfront property in Idaho, and some fans took it and thought that they came into the deal of a lifetime. Then you have other fans like, hold on, Idaho is landlocked. How that work? And then you're seeing Idaho is landlocked. There ain't no water around it. So, and now that whole rule is up, you have what you have. You got a team that's sitting at 4-4, and just like Facebook user said, hey, Facebook user, if you can sign into StreamYard, so your name pop up in the comments. But I mean, I said the same thing earlier. This team very easily, well, not even very easily. This team is supposed to be 6-2 at the low end. We're supposed to be 6-2 or 7-1. We shouldn't be sitting there struggling and talking about, hey, do we have enough to win this division? We should be talking about, hey, we are number 1 and number 2 in the conference, and let's push for the number 1 spot if we're not there, and make this road to the Super Bowl come through Atlanta. That's where we're supposed to be at right now. And we're not there because of incompetent quarterback play. And then, like, for people to sit there and say, well, Arthur Smith is a bad play caller, it's not the play calling. You have to call the play due to the talent that you have available. Point blank, period. You sit there and see how the play calling changed when he had a competent quarterback back there. The whole offense changed. It morphed. You saw plays you ain't never seen before. But you can't run that with Ridder because Ridder's not competent enough to execute it. So you can't run that with him. You got to put the training wheels on. You notice they're like, I'm going to put it to you like this. Majority of the plays, passing plays that we convert with Ridder, it's a stop play. It's like a hitch or something of that nature. So we're not getting a whole bunch of yards after catch. You pay attention to that? Majority of the plays that we complete passing wise, it's a stop. It's a stop play, or it's a bang bang. You catching, you going down. Like the go fade that Drake London be catching. You know what I'm saying? Almost every play is a stop play.
Hey, I was noticing that, Winston, because see, the thing is that those plays that Ridder was running, it was just like the plays when Matt Ryan first came into the league, where you had the receiver stop, turn, show you his number, and you throw right there in the bread basket. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong on that? See, that's what I was noticing.
Right.
It was very
completely right.
It was very basic. It was very basic. It was very basic, just like you said. And first and see, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead. It was just a little lag on mine, so I thought you were done. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I was always wondering, okay, this man got acres of field in front of him. Okay, when the man would catch the ball and Ritter wasn't staring at him, he had acres of field in front of him where he could continue running, or if he had caught the pass in stride or something, he on his way to the end zone. All right. But man, oh boy. See, the thing is, just like you said, and just like Arthur Smith said, talking about dumbing the playbook down. When you put a quarterback out there on the big stage with this type of talent, see, you can't do that. You can't do that. That man got to be ready, battle tested, ready to go, especially
immediately
with all of the talent that we have out there. It's just a waste. And as you pointed out, and as Tidy pointed out, you can see it in the body language whenever passes didn't make it where they were supposed to be, folks getting set up to get hit and hurt or whatever. Because see, everybody wants to talk about the Pitts play, but Pitts play, but there were some other plays that would definitely show you, hey man, come on now. Cause see, I remember a wide receiver a long time ago, and I was in high school, and quarterback kept hanging him out there like laundry on hung him out there like Jesus Christ out there on the darn torture state. Bam! Had him exposed. And I mean, buddy, look here. He took 2 ribs, his heart, his liver, and his sternum. I mean, just yeah. He on the sideline. This joker was cussing. It took his soul too. This joker was cussing on the stretcher. I told that boy to quit doggone throwing that back. And hey, that's what I was seeing. That's what I've been seeing.
Just like Earl Thomas.
For the past
when Earl Thomas took a broken leg. I said just like Earl Thomas when Earl Thomas broke his leg his last season with Seattle. Sitting there cussing on Pete Carroll and them out on the stretcher.
And hey, coach got to be. I don't know who he's talking to. What the fuck? Acting like he had nothing to do with it. Okay, I see Kelly is coming in here. I see Kelly coming in here. He says, after saying the worst quarterback draft in years, he says, I agree. He wanted to show his system was better than the talent. And he also says, I honestly believe Dez was plan B. Facebook user says, right now we should be 5-3. Hell, maybe 6-2. And I don't know what the same Facebook user, but he said, I thought we played as a team the second half of that game, minus the 2 big plays we gave up. But even then, with Ritter fumbles, that is what hurt us.
I agree. We look completely different team in the second half. You can see the energy return to the offense. That's the biggest thing. You saw the energy return to the offense, and they produced like such.
And all right, some people have made it's not many. It's not many, but some comments I take a look at and I notice some people were trying to make it like Tennessee took it easy on us in that fourth quarter. And I can't say that was the case. Not what I was noticing, not the way that they were coming after everybody, trying to stop Bijan in the backfield, trying to stop our running game, period. But one thing that I always have said, burn a defense that's packing 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 in the box. Burn them good. Watch how that defense changes their philosophy. Watch how they change. And once the passing game became a threat, holes were developing. People were running through stuff wide open, and I mean untouched for about 5 or 6 yards. I mean, Algier got open, Bijan, I mean, things just started clicking because they can't check you for one thing anymore. It's just like basketball. If they know you can't shoot, they lagging off waiting for you to drive. If they know you can't drive, they checking you for the shot. But if you have a toolbox of moves, you have a situation where you can be anywhere on the court and score, you are dangerous. You're dangerous. And it's the same thing with the football. Same thing with the football team. Boy, I tell you. But at this juncture, it's right now, I want to say this, but I'm kind of scared to say this. I can't wait for Sunday. I can't wait for Sunday. I can't wait for Sunday. Because Sunday is liable to be way, way better than what you've been seeing for the past 3 weeks. And
what?
Go ahead, Winston. I'm through. I'm sorry. I do stuff like that. I do stuff like that. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good. To harken back to what you just said. Notice the very first play of the second half. The very first play of the second half. When they saw that Ritter was in there, they took the extra man out of the box. And Bijan almost bumped his head on the goalpost. He ripped out the run for like 20 yards.
Mm.
He only had one person to beat. And dude made a shoestring tackle at that. You see, defenses have to, when you have a confident quarterback and they understand, hey, all right, this guy can throw. This guy can throw. Right? I can't sit there and sit with an extra man in the box because he's going to burn my secondary up. So they pulled the extra man out of the box. First thing we did was ran. Now you see how effective the run game can be with a confident quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't nobody worried about Ritter. All right, you can go ahead and hit the little dink and dunk. I'm not worried about it. Go ahead and score your little 16 points. I'm going to make you work for every point that you get. But what you're not going to do, you're not going to sit there and run all over top. And now, as soon as they saw Taylor Heineke get in the game, they took and pulled that extra man out the box. Hold on. I got to respect this fast game now. I got to respect this fast game now. And what happened? Bijan rip off a run. We go back, hit it with another run. Go back, hit it with a little short pass or whatever. And then we go back to the run. And you see the offense just clicking. Bing, 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 bing. Everything is a positive game. Why? Because they cannot sit there and force it to be one-dimensional no more. And once you can't make this team one-dimensional, we have an explosive offense. It's not the play caller, it's the quarterback. I mean, I've been saying this since the offseason. It's the quarterback. The quarterback, we only going to go as far as the quarterback takes it. And Ritter wasn't taking us nowhere. All right. Hey Mike, if you can hear me, if you can exit out of the stream, at the top of the stream, it should say John Harris is live using StreamYard. And StreamYard be italicized. If it is, tap on that and then sign in the StreamYard, give your name to StreamYard and allow them permission. And then come back into the live and then your name will pop up with your comment.
All right. Um, yeah. Now this is the scary thing, and I'm going to have to ask this question, Winston. And now that Heineke came into the game, performed, hadn't worked with the first team like a first string quarterback had. Now, this means that Arthur Smith is going to have to prepare him for the game Sunday. That scares me to damn death.
Why so?
Uh, uh I won't look based on what he's done in preparation of the other quarterback. Do you really want him preparing anybody for anything? Talk to me now. You got to talk to me because see, hey.
I mean, it's like I put it to you like this: the meal tastes a little bit better if you go from Salisbury steak to cheap flank steak. The meal tastes a little bit better. It ain't top of the line. It ain't $100 dish, but it tastes a little bit better. You can do a little bit more with it, and that's literally what we got going on. Don't get me wrong. There's no way in hell I said that thing that Heineke is going to win a Super Bowl for it. I don't see it. Maybe he can show us that down the line, possible. But right now, no sir. But I think we have a better shot of getting to a Super Bowl with Heineken than we do with Desmond Ritter right now. I can say that wholeheartedly.
Well, okay, I can agree with that, but I agree with that. Your prospects of getting to the playoffs at least, the prospects of getting to the playoffs at least are a lot better now than they were. My problem is, can Heineke overcome the preparation that he's going to receive from Arthur Smith as well as Dave Ragone and win a game? Because right now, I have you couldn't measure the faith I have in those two in a Coke spoon.
Man, I mean, all right. To be honest, I think Heineke is already prepared, and he showed that last game. Now there are things that need to be tweaked. You gotta, get more rhythm with the receiving option. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you 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 go from using Van Jefferson as your number one when you're the number two quarterback to now throwing the ball to Pitts and London and Mac Hollins and Scotty Miller. But it showed a whole lot better. It was more effective. You know what I'm saying? So the talent aspect is really what I'm more concerned about. Just getting the timing down. And then you gotta think about it. Look what he did without Drake London. Because Drake got hurt in the third quarter. The whole fourth quarter he was out.
Right.
The whole fourth quarter he was out.
Mm-hmm.
And he still was
you're
dialing
right.
it up. Bing, 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 bing. Down the field. Down the field. Down the field. And the passes was on point. He may have thrown one pass and I was like, oh, it might be picked. Maybe one out of 21, I'll take that. Every time Riddle drop back, I'd be scared to death. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd be scared to death. Because I sit there and I wonder, I was like,
Yeah. Well, you're
Is it
right.
is it gonna be a completion or is it gonna be a pick? Hell, if it's not gonna be a completion, just bat the ball down. Bat the ball down. Then I'd be scared of the pick six.
Yeah.
Like the pick
Oh
six.
man,
Man,
look, they yeah.
I'd be nervous there. Facebook user said Austin couldn't prepare him for the crying game. He said Austin couldn't prepare us for Ender game. I think that's Mike Geiger. Keely said Taylor has been in the league since 2015. He'll be ready. Most definitely. And that just come with having that experience. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, think about it. He came into the league, got bounced out of the league, went to the what was it? Canadian League. I want to say he went to CSFL. Then came back in the league. Then became a starter in the league. Or well, a spot starter, and then became an actual starter. Then he came to Atlanta. He'd have been through adversity. He'd been on this train before. You know what I'm saying? This is usually how his NFL season goes.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be a backup.
Yeah.
And then sooner or later, they put him in as a starter. He's been on this train before. He done rode this roller coaster before. So it ain't nothing new to him. You know what I'm saying? So he's not overwhelmed by the moment. And that's the beautiful thing of it. Keely said that was red comment. Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
They were red.
Red. Yeah,
red. Go in the StreamYard and put your name in there.
Yeah, man. He said, I wouldn't trust Arthur to teach me how to play tic-tac-toe. It was simple, man. He said, Arthur
so see now,
Go ahead, John.
So now, why are we laughing? Now look. Now, why are we laughing and keying? Okay, now, why are we laughing and keying about this? This is deep because okay, since we have now said no. Okay, number one. All right, Ritter backup right now. All right. Heineke, shall we say stop gap right now? You know, holding it down right now. Not franchise quarterback right now. Okay, this is where we are with it now. When you go get a quarterback, and you're gonna have to. Number one, can you choose the right one? Number two, how is he going to become a real quarterback? Or are we going to continue to get journeyman quarterbacks for someone who feels that they're the smartest guy in the room and that he can make it work just getting journeyman quarterbacks? Now, that's what's coming to my mind right now.
I feel I put it to you like that. So all the picks that we'd have made in the first round of the last three drafts have been Arthur Smith's picks. I think that this quarterback that we're gonna pick in the first round of this year, take it to the bank. We're going to get a quarterback in the first round. It's gonna finally be Terry Fontenot's guy. It's gonna be who he wants. Because to be honest, I believe year one of the regime, if Terry had got the pick that he wanted, I believe that Justin Fields would have been Atlanta Falcon. But Terry was extremely high on Justin Fields, extremely high on Justin Fields, and we ended up going to get a tight end. And like I understand it. I understand it. Just for the simple fact of, all right, well, you got to rebuild. You rebuilding the whole team. You know you had to get a quarterback, but you don't have any weapons for him. Julio Jones just left in the offseason. I understand it. Get him a weapon. The closest thing to Julio that was coming out was Kyle Pitts. All right. So I'm gonna give Matt Ryan this weapon. And we just gonna scrape together whatever we can do. I get it. All right. Well, second season. Still need a quarterback, but we can wait on that. We need a wide receiver. We get a wide receiver, a legitimate number one wide receiver. We can drop a quarterback in it. And then third year. All right, well, CP getting a little long in the tooth, and we just spend all this money on defense. Let's go get a running back. That way we can keep CP fresh later in the season, he'd be more effective for it. And eventually, when we move out of CP, we have our running back do it. All right, cool. We go get Bijan. Now it got to this point. Well, I thought I could just sit there and just drop a quarterback in here, and whoever it is just going to perform. That's not the case. So now I need to get an actual quarterback. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I do think Desmond Ridder will be okay in the future. He's just not ready for the moment that we, us as a team is right now. And we don't have time to sit and wait on him. That's why he should have started last season and Marcus Mariota been the backup. He should have went through his lumps and stuff last season in a throwaway season. And now we're sitting there, we're geared up to go make a playoff push, and you're still learning how to tie your shoe. No, you ain't got time for that. You better buy some Crocs, slip them on and put them on sports mode. You can't do that. Go sit on the bench real quick. Ain't nobody sitting there trying to carry you, Ness, but you got to get out of the way because you're holding us up. No one man is bigger than the whole. So I honestly think that this year, this coming draft, it's going to be Terry's pick. And that pick, I would love to see Drake Mays here. I would love to see Drake May here. Or Penix Jr. out of Washington. One of those two. And I think hey, we could make some noise next year.
All right. Now I'm seeing some comments. Let me see here. Okay. This is Mike. Let me read what Mike's saying. This is Mike. We need to win this next game, period. I agree, and our chances of winning this next game, period, have just gone up. Facebook user says Matt didn't need a weapon; he needed to be benched. Don't get me started.
Yeah, but at the same time,
don't even get me started.
We didn't have the money to go get somebody else. See, like when you have Matt Ryan on your roster, he has to start just because of the money that he's making. So even if we drafted a quarterback, Matt Ryan is still going to start. Now you have a quarterback the following season with a less talented team than you have the previous season. That doesn't make sense. That's what's going on with Justin Fields now. They went drafted a quarterback, but they ain't had shit around them. They had none on offense. They had none on defense. And then people sit there and wonder why he looks so crazy out on the field. He don't have nothing to work with. Like, honestly, he have nothing to work with. Like, I'm gonna put in perspective how bad the Chicago situation is. They traded to get Chase Claypool in there, and they'd already traded his ass out there in what, 5-6 games? That's how bad the situation is for Justin Fields. He was in it for 5 or 6 games, and they shipped him out there because it's literally that bad.
Yeah.
He's not
Yeah.
helping. He's not doing anything. And there's nobody on Chicago offense that you sit. I put it to you like that. If you sit there and watch SportsCenter, when have you seen another player on Chicago offense be mentioned on SportsCenter outside of Justin Fields? Since he's been there.
I haven't heard.
No.
Man, cause see,
You know
hey,
what I'm saying?
cause see, Winston, the thing is that all right, Justin Fields was being highlighted because of his because of when he was drafted, the role he was playing, and the mistakes that he was making. That's what they were sitting up there highlighting. Wasn't saying nothing about nobody else. They were looking at these sacks he was taking, the way he was getting beat up. And just like you said, if you have nobody to throw the ball to, if you don't have any weapons, they coming after you because you're a rookie. They coming after you. That you are the easy, low-hanging fruit target.
I mean, like, I put it to you like this. When we drafted Bijan, what was Ridder doing? Just force feeding the ball for weeks on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got a headache. You know how he got a headache? He either got smacked so many damn time for Ridder to set him up because they're not worried about nobody else on the offense. Because they know the quarterback's not going anywhere else on the offense. It's going to him. All I gotta do is just sit on him. Wherever he goes, just sit on him. That's where the ball going. I ain't gotta make an interception.
Yeah.
I just gotta light him up. And that wouldn't happen. He got his helmet popped off. He had multiple welcome to the NFL moments because of Ridder. And then he got a headache. I wonder why. I wonder why.
And it didn't help him. It didn't help him that Ridder was staring at him. So when they threw the ball to him, bam! You know, oh boy. That's why I asked the question.
You see how many times they was just smacking him in the flip?
Yeah. Cause see, man, the defense knew that that's what Ridder was going to do if he didn't see anything downfield, and they knew that if he was going to be his first read, he was going to look at him and throw it over there. You know, And then the crazy part about it, that time where he looked at Bijan, double pumped his way, and still threw the ball over there, I was done. Because see, the only thing you're doing is putting a bullseye on that man's back.
Exactly.
And see, now how in the world, man? Look, go ahead, Winston. Go ahead.
And I tell you what, like immediate after that play, I said, Ridder's going to get somebody hurt. There's no ifs and buts about it. It's just a matter of when. It's going to happen. He's going to get somebody hurt. He keeps setting him up. Like he don't even trust himself.
Oh man.
He don't trust himself that all right, I see what I see, I'm gonna let it rip. Hold on, let me pat it real quick. But when you pat it and you're looking at something and you pat that ball, the defense start looking at what you're looking at. Now you gave them time to adjust and start moving in the direction that you want to go initially. And then you're still throwing the ball. All you doing is sitting there lining them up to get blasted. That's what happens. Every time. Look at the hit that London had. Look at the hit that Jonnu Smith caught. Look at the hit that multiple hit that Bijan caught. Sitting in the flat. Like you ain't even have enough speed up to actually negate the amount of speed and force that you get smacked with. Because you're out in the flat. You're not even running full speed. you're basically a sitting target with somebody that's coming down
That's
here
what
at
I'm
18, 19,
about to
20
say.
miles
You're
per hour.
sitting duck. You're sitting duck.
You're sitting up. That's how you get somebody hurt. Like, honestly, that's literally how you get somebody hurt. You don't throw anybody open.
Yep.
You throw it. They sit there and try to make a play on the ball, and then you got a safety or a linebacker coming scraping across the underneath, just laying into this person's chest. That's how you get somebody hurt. There's no anticipation with it. Hold on. I think he might be open. Hold on. You know what? All right. And then you throw it. But through all that time, the defense is reacting to what you're doing. Hold on. He's looking right. He the pump right. He's going right. All right. Who's over there? Oh, that guy. All right. And then when the ball get there, they get there. Including the defender that was already covering the person. That's how you get somebody hurt.
Yeah, man. Whoo, boy. Well, at this juncture, I tell you, hopefully, well, you know what? Let's go back. Let's go back to the Ridder question. Now, after having said all that we have said, and I want you to think about this while I read the comments that people have put in that I haven't read yet. I want you to think about this before you answer. Right. Can you really bring Ridder back here as a starter? And let me read the comments. Okay, I read that one about Matt Ryan. Okay. Facebook user says only fools start their regime with no quarterback. Ridder is a future Mason Rudolph. Ooh. QB is the number one position you draft when starting new. Man, some just keep getting in my throat when I don't know what. Facebook user laughing at Kelly and says, forget Matt. I believe that's the same person. His future is Chase Daniels, according to Kelly Stinson, Brian Hoyer. And let me see. Facebook user
right.
said, that's me, John. I'm Facebook user. And that's probably Red. Oh, Red, you got more than one Facebook user writing in because they hadn't gone to StreamYard and let me see who their name is except for Kelly. So you got to go to StreamYard, same way you did on the Waffle House, and put your name in so I can see Eric Rhodes on there. But all those other comments or whatever, my throat getting a little scratchy here. Because they chopping me in the doggone throat with every comment. But this, all right, you got to answer to my question.
For this season, no. There's no way he can come back. I never viewed him as a starter in the first place. To be honest, I never viewed Ridder as a starter. He was a stopgap. He was Marcus Mariota 2.0. You get in here, you do your job, you get on about your business, go on down the road. That's all he's supposed to do. He just ain't hold up his end of the bargain. So now we faced with this dilemma. And you gotta think about it. Like, the fan base remembers what you did. The fan base sat there and watched you play 11 and a half games. The fan base knows, hey, if you speed his ass up, he'll turn the ball over.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to turn the ball over. The fan base knows it. This is locked in their memory.
Yeah.
Fan base knows that he's very robotic and mechanical in his process. And he's going to throw it the number one option almost 90% of the time. He's not going through the rest of his reads. The fan base knows it. But even beyond that, opposing teams know this now. There's plenty of tape on you now. It ain't like you only played 2 games or whatever, and there's small sample size. No, there's 11.5 games worth of game tape on you. So at this point, we know how to beat you. We know how to beat you. It's very simple. So I don't see how he can come back as a starter unless everybody get hurt. Like, to be honest, I do see within the next couple of weeks, I see him sliding down to being the emergency quarterback. It's very possible for that to happen. But then they might be scared of losing him, with another team poaching. So I don't know. But
hey, Winston, you remember? Yeah. Now we got to this point earlier in the conversation, and I'm gonna ask that question again. I'm gonna ask that question again. Who want him?
Hey, I mean,
who gonna want him?
I put it to you. I put it to you like this. What if Ridder went to San Francisco and sat there for a half a season and picked up their offense?
You fire Arthur Smith. Hey, I'm gonna cut you out right here. You fire Arthur Smith. You fire Arthur Smith because, and you remember what I've been saying. Okay, when I hire my head coach, and my head coach puts together a staff and put those people in place to train and teach and bring along or whatever, I'm thinking that you hired the same people that you hired out there in San Francisco. They're supposed to be the same. They're supposed to be just as good. Because you remember we were going round and round about that guru label. You remember that? We were going round and round about that guru label that we were putting on Arthur Smith. Okay? Now, if that man goes out there to San Francisco and they turn him into what what's his name is out there? Man, that will be the greatest. Man, that will be the greatest indictment since the Trump trial. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that one. I shouldn't have said that one. They might hit a nerve. But talk to me now. Who that saying hello? Somebody type hello down there.
I was about to ask the same thing.
I just spotted it. Yeah. Okay. Hello.
Sign in on StreamYard.
Yeah. Hello back to you, whoever you are. And if you don't sign into StreamYard, that's Red. Okay. I guess that's Red. But see, Red, look, just like I tell everybody, been telling everybody today, you've got to sign into StreamYard for me to see what your name is. so I can see what your name is. Because everybody who doesn't is going to show up as Facebook user. So I can't distinguish one from the other unless I, know how you talk or you send some, make it a pattern where I can understand who you are or figure out who you are. But back to the subject. Now, I mean, this is a damning indictment of Arthur Smith. And I've already indicted him. I'm just waiting for the grand jury. I'm just waiting for the grand jury to get seated because, see, I got some charges I need to level.
You just waiting on them serving the paper.
Yeah, hey man, hey, he already indicted. Now I'm just waiting to get me a grand jury. Well, no, you have to have a grand jury first. But I'm waiting on the attorneys to come here and make an argument in his behalf, because what he has done and has not done Man, I mean, I'm sitting up here. What are you expecting good to happen out of this, sir? Because the person you hired over there on defense is doing his job.
Man,
That person
I mean,
on
a complete
defense doing
180.
his job, huh?
A complete 180.
There you go. It's now the offense that we have a problem with. You know, defense man doing his job. The offensive man, which is the head coach, which is the offensive coordinator, which is supposed to be the quarterback whisperer, which is supposed to be the be all end all of the offensive side of the ball. That's where we're having the problem at. So, you know, you need to be in my office Wednesday morning. No, today Wednesday, hell. Thursday morning, you need to be in my office to explain to me what you're going to do. You know, so, hey, man, come on, man. You know, this just, ooh.
I think that's why he had to make that move. Like at that point, he had to make that quarterback move. There's no more excuses no more. And Arthur Blank probably said that and came down on the field on Sunday. He said to talk to him. Hey, look, either you get this right or you can get gone. One or two. You see how Heineke used to set that play?
Oh, you think
We
that?
need that.
Wait a minute.
Definitely.
Wait a minute. Hey, you think you think Arthur put a bug in her ear Sunday at halftime?
No, after the game. After the game, he put the bug in his ear.
Oh, okay.
You see the difference.
Okay.
He probably said to him, you seen the difference. Stop doing my team like that. You the head coach, but it's still my team. I'm paying for this. I'm paying for all this. So while I'm paying for all this, make my team look better. We've seen what he can do. We've seen what Ridder can do. Make this happen. Because you remember, watch it. You remember the post game presser immediately after the game. Arthur Smith came out there. He said, "Hey, look, you know what I'm saying? We didn't pull Ridder for performance issues. We thought that he may have been concussed, and you know how we carry it with injured players. We don't want to put him out there to get hurt more. So if we think you hurt, we're not gonna put you out. All right, that's cool. That's what he said immediately after the game. Monday come around.
Right.
Monday come around, right? All right.
Yeah.
When Monday hit, he sit there and says, "Well, hey, look, the next 24 hours is going to be critical. We're gonna monitor it. We're gonna monitor him and make sure that you know he's good to go, and then we'll make a decision." Tuesday come around. I don't really hear much. Wednesday morning pops up. What's the first thing you said? Well, we plan on going with Heineke. You know, it's a little performance based, it's a little injury risk, whatever. But we're going with him in the short term. Come on now. Blank just sat there and talked to you and say, look, he's better than him. Stop putting him out there. We're not gonna keep going through this. Stop putting him out there. Play him. If you don't play him, you and him both can leave Atlanta. That would happen. That's exactly what happened. Anybody gonna keep sitting there with that?
Woo. Well, hey. And see, you know, now in a lot of companies and in a lot of businesses, especially where I used to be, there used to be what they used to call a chain of command. Who that? I wonder if there's Red talking about some what up though. He had already introduced himself in the group and talking about some what up though. I want who is that saying what up though? Is that Red? Type your name in again so I can see who you are.
Hey, John, you know what? See if you can drop a link. See if you can drop a link in the group.
Okay, I dropped the link again.
It's Steven. Yeah,
It's
Unc showed up though. I don't know if Unc was on Facebook.
Yeah, I thought I saw him.
Or YouTube early.
I thought I saw him.
But his name came up.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, he was
I
on Facebook.
saw. I thought I saw Steve's name in there already. I'm trying to figure out. Well, I'm gonna drop this link again. Steven Checkdown.
Oh, shut down.
Oh, that must be somebody else.
Yeah, he make content.
What's going on? What's going on? Oh, Steven Checkdown. Oh, okay.
Sunday. Yeah. Made a video about the quarterback.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, glad other content creators are even, taking a look and seeing what we're doing over here. And right now with me is amateur hour. I got these headphones on trying to look professional. And don't really know what the hell I'm doing. Don't really know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just on here talking. But at any rate, like I was saying about jobs. And let me read what Facebook user said. No excuse for not drafting or trading for a good quarterback. That's probably a Steven Checkdown also. It's almost like they don't want to win. See, I'm going to forego my statement and talk about that right there. Now, look. When you start to impress the fans like you don't want to win, that is the most that's the worst insult that you can have for a team. If you acting like you don't want to win, because that's the reason we buying these tickets. That's the reason we buying this merchandise. That's the reason I and my friend Winston are on here, because we want to see our team win. We want to see our team be mentioned among the best, the greatest, the most exciting, the most whatever. And see, when you start impressing fans that you really don't want to win, okay, when you want to impress people like you don't want to win, I just I can't go along with that. Can't go along with that. You've really torpedoed your whole reason for being here. Why are you here? If that's the case, why are you here? You wasting my time. You wasting the fans' time. You wasting the fans' hard-earned money. Because since we've entered into this stratosphere of PSLs, $200, $300, $400 tickets, luxury suites, luxury boxes, you owe us wins. You owe us victories. You owe us championships. You owe us trophies. That's what you owe your fan base. They don't come down there. Now, well, then, I've got to kind of temper what I'm about to say, because I was about to say they don't come down there for a fashion show, but a lot do. Well, guess what? It's expensive to come to this fashion show downtown. Very expensive. Not like it was in the Georgia Dome when the Georgia Dome first opened up and you had $35 tickets and you could just go up to Will Call or to go to Gate D and just walk right on in. Oh, I don't have anything to do. I'll just go to the football game and we'll just walk right on into the football game. No. It costs a lot now. It costs a lot to even go to one game by yourself. But say, for instance, you want to take the family. They want hot dogs. They want something to drink. You might want a beer. You might want, these things here versus staying at home in the comfort of your living room where the refrigerator is full of everything that you want. You got a stove, you got an oven, you got a microwave. You can heat up all the nachos, chips, and dip that you want to heat up. And stay at home and watch this. Especially if you lose. If you lose, you know the people coming at you. You know they're going to want a piece of you because they do not want to experience losing, then having to drive and maneuver through downtown Atlanta and all of that traffic and all of that mess to get back home where they feel they should have been based on the performance that you just put in place or put on tape and put in the video sphere for eternity. They don't want that. The people do not want that. The people do not want to have to go through that. But this is what you're throwing in their lap. This is exactly what you're throwing in their lap. You're just throwing junk in their lap for their hard-earned dollar. How long do you think the people are going to tolerate that? How long do you think the people are going to put up with that? At the prices that you want to charge. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of times people will say, well, it's not that deep, it's not that serious. And I'm waiting for the people. This just the 8th game. I'm waiting on them. Because that's what they usually say when it was Matt Ryan here. It's just preseason. Relax. Do this, do that. Okay, well, I guess around about game number 7, game number 8 is where we find ourselves at. It's beyond relaxing time. It's a little bit past relaxing time. And the dreams, aspirations, and projections of playoff football, you look like you're catching up to them, but it look like they trying to go away from you. So now I guess it's serious now. I guess it's serious. I guess it's serious to you, all those playoff plans and all those playoff aspirations. And also, ladies and gentlemen, these playoff aspirations and these playoff views and all of this stuff here that you're talking about, remember, last year, you were in the worst division in football. Remember, you were in the worst division in football last year. Okay? So even if you did make it into the playoffs, and we do know that anything can happen in the playoffs. Okay, we all know anything can happen in the playoffs. What did you anticipate to happen in the playoffs once you got there, even though you made it? Now, do you see Tampa Bay bragging about the fact that they made it to the playoffs last year after they got wiped? I don't.
I don't see it.
Because see,
the Super Bowl they won 3 years ago.
Yeah, they bragging about that Super Bowl because that's what you're supposed to brag about. That's what you're supposed to throw your chest out about. And you turn, anybody start talking mess, you turn and you say, hey, look at this trophy here. I just won this trophy. All right. That's what you brag about.
That's That's what I hear all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
We got a trophy. Y'all got one yet?
Yeah.
Man.
And
the
see,
only rebuttal I can come back with is, hey, well, when was the last time y'all went to the Super Bowl? That's the only
there you
rebuttal
go.
we have as Falcon fans. And that's only with certain teams.
That's it. and really, hey, Winston, really, we don't really need to say that.
Yeah.
Because the last time we went.
What their response is? You know what their response is? Well, all right. Well, what happened when y'all went to the Super Bowl?
There you go. There you go.
The street light that came on, my mama telling me come in the house. I gotta go.
Yeah. And see, that's why when I get around, and I've said this many times before, when I would get around other fans, I won't say anything until somebody says something to me personally. Because see, I know my conversation runs out real quick. My talk run out real quick. Because see, I don't want to start talking about folk mamas and all that type of stuff, and how ugly they is and all that. Because see, now that don't have nothing to do with football. It don't have nothing to do with football. Ain't got nothing to do with football. Only thing I want to do, since I done lost the argument, I'm trying to start a fight and see if I can win that. That's basically all you doing. So, and me, I like to argue from a standpoint of fact. Okay. Now, I can slip some stuff in every now and then about how, your quarterback was on drugs and your wide receiver was high and little tidbits like that. Yeah. But they got the big hammer. And the only thing I'm doing is slipping in the little tidbits. I'm dodging the hammer because sooner or later, what you do in the Super Bowl? Boop! I'm out. I'm done. I'm done. I'm whack-a-mole. They caught me. I popped up at the wrong time. Boop! And they caught me.
And then there's literally nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do.
Our team won't give us a Super Bowl.
Nothing you can do. Nothing you can say. Nothing you can say. So hey, we are where we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are where we are, and like I told y'all, and I'm gonna keep posting it because see now y'all keep forgetting the things I post. I'm putting that roller coaster up every chance I get. I'm putting that picture of the roller coaster up every chance I get because see that's what you own, whether you realize it or not. That bubbling in your stomach might be from what you ate. But on Sunday afternoon between 1 and 6, Sunday afternoon between 1 and 6, that bubbling in your stomach is named Falcons. That's what it is.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Man, I go through those times are the most trying times of the week. Point blank period.
Yeah, man.
The most trying times of the week.
It's a love-hate.
Gray hair doing that.
And see, I ain't got none. I ain't got none. They done scraped all between this and that blowout kit we were using back then. They done scraped all the doggone hair out of my doggone head. It's gone.
The blowout kit.
Yeah, the blowout kit. Winston, I told you, man. I told you we were the guinea pigs. Shoot. Soul glow back. But at this point, ladies and gentlemen, we've been on an hour and a half, and it's been a good hour and a half of discussion and talk. And I'm gonna have to go because I got a few things I got to take care of. And Winston, as always, it's been a pleasure, sir, to have you in and have you as an admin. And those of you who tuned in, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Jermaine Blank. Okay, wait a minute. whoever this Facebook user is saying, he said, you see that? I remember you
can
being on
read
the
that one.
radio after a game. Who is that?
I don't know. It's coming
You
up Facebook user. But
okay? He says, I
I
remember.
remember you being on the radio after a game about 14, 15 years ago saying you couldn't even make up the cuss words this fresh how they played in the loss that day. Say this is Jermaine Blank. Need to walk through that piece, slapping folks hairline back 4 inches like Burning Mac and head of state. Shout out
Oh
to Jermaine,
man.
man. What's going on, bro?
Oh, Jermaine.
Yeah.
Jermaine. Might be my partner, Jermaine, that I used to work with.
Is it Jermaine Blank?
No. Yeah, he said this is Jermaine. He was talking about Blank. He didn't put a he didn't put a name. He didn't put a hyphen or anything between those two. He said, "This is my call." Yeah, he said it's me. Yeah, that's my boy Jermaine. What's up, man? Man, hey man, me and you, we got to get together. Me and you, we got to get together. You know, and me, you, and this gentleman right here beside me, we got to get together, man. Cause hey, he good people, and he helped me out on this thing. And I'm just, hey man, I'm just trying to live my last remaining years, trying to do something that I finally like doing. But they gonna kill me. These Falcons gonna kill me. These Falcons gonna kill me, man. They're gonna kill me dead. You know. But at any rate, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, hey man, it's always a pleasure to come in and talk. Sometimes the subject we got to talk about ain't pleasurable. But thing is that, you know, with good people beside you and people like you guys in the chat, it makes it a joy and a pleasure to interact with you all the time. And this is not the last program. What I just said is not an epitaph. It is an invitation for you guys to come back. And we're going to make this thing, like I said, you know, Wednesday evenings or Thursday evenings, because since we're in a testing mode, we'll probably do something again tomorrow night, because we're just going to iron some things out. And like I said, please bear with us, or bear with me, because, you know, a lot of this stuff I don't know, but yeah, I'm fumbling, bumbling, stumbling, rumbling my way through it, try to make it better for you guys. And shout out to all of the other content creators that are coming on here, giving good content. We invite you to come in, help us out, give us any words of advice, encouragement, or you know, just help us out. Just help us out, please. You know, we gonna bring the knowledge, we're gonna bring the talk, but you guys bring the same thing, as long as you're expert, as well as your expertise in trying to make this thing make it work. You know, because we got plenty of material to talk about. Tell them, Wins, we got plenty of material to talk about.
One thing for sure, two things for sure. We definitely not lacking on material to talk about, but we definitely appreciate all y'all coming in, being here on the ground floor of what we trying to do to create and produce and get out to the fans. And you know, like, it means a lot. It means a lot. And John, I want to thank you too for going along this path journey, trusting me to be your sidekick, and trying to get on down the road with it. I appreciate it.
Oh man, no problem. You know, and I appreciate that good swift kick in the butt you gave me. Boy, if you don't get out here and do something, oh yeah, all right, just quit kicking me. I do it. You know, but yeah, thank you, and you guys stay tuned. It only gets better from here. The show, anyway. Take it easy, Winston.
All right, John. Thank y'all for being tuned into the initial YouTube show of the eye test. Catch y'all next time.
A little bloodshot. Don't need to show that no more. Bye bye.